I'm your Lake County community correspondent, Emily McLeod. I'm here in Leesburg at the Leesburg Shuffleboard Club, and they've been in this location for decades. The club now has 90 members, but they could lose their courts should the city of Leesburg decide to approve the donation of this property to Forward Paths, a local nonprofit here in Lake County. Now, it's not that members say they're opposed to Forward Paths' mission. They just don't understand why it's this property that could be donated.
The thing that really bothers me is who from the city offered this property to Forward Paths.
Rick Tallman joined the Leesburg Shuffleboard Club just about a year ago. Despite living in the villages where he says there are plenty of courts, he wants to play with the Leesburg Shuffleboard Club since it is part of the Florida Shuffleboard Association. He was blown away when he heard the city was considering donating the property.
There was one commissioner that called our club secretary and let her know that this was happening, and that's the only reason we know that this was even going to happen.
The club has now hired an attorney and sent this letter to the city ahead of Monday's meeting, claiming the city was in violation of its own city charter.
Why did you all feel like this was the next best step, hiring an attorney?
They have not listened to us. We have reached out as club members to each of the commissioners. With the exception of Commissioner Connell, they're not even willing to talk to us.
Tallman also believes there could be a conflict of interest in the matter. Commissioner Jimmy Burry's wife is the executive director of Forward Paths, and his son is the president.
We have an ethics complaint filed with the State Ethics Board because even though the Commissioner Burry's wife and son do not get paid, there is a part of the law that requires, it has language in there about a disproportional benefit.
Tallman tells me if the city does move forward with this donation, they do plan on filing a lawsuit. Now, I also spoke to Leesburg City Manager Al Minner, and he tells me this property is the best one for Forward Paths' mission. I also asked him about Anthony Sabatini's letter he sent over to the city on Monday morning, and Minner tells me they do not agree with Sabatini's legal opinion. I also asked Minner about that ethics complaint, and he tells me their city attorney did not find a conflict of interest and said the Ethics Commission will determine whether or not there is a conflict of interest. Reporting in Leesburg, I'm your Lake County community correspondent, Emily McLeod, News 6.